till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're going to see Mark Andrews. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Ravens and the Browns, all that and more, coming up next.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You were the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears.
Battle. Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get better. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimmish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't worry, remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm...
kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Rolling to his right. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They run again on first down, Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 57 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Ravens at 11-2 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Prochet on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to? They get the interception, and really, he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback in 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe it said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Fourth down, here's Jackson. This is caught, and in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, the return is Prochet. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Nick Boyle from 3 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2. But it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Watson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Watson, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. The receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Watson on 3rd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Watson.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 21 yards away. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Watson.
Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.